Madam President, colleagues, members opposite, audience in the gallery, those viewing and listening online. Good morning. Madam President, I seek your leave to give brief updates as to some of the events and activities that are taking place in the Ministry of Health, Gender Affairs, and Social Empowerment. As we are in the month of March, I will begin with activities and events relating to International Women's Month. We would have celebrated International Women's Day on March 8th. So to all the women in the room, happy International Women's Month. We are very much deserving of being recognized in that way. This year we celebrated globally under the theme, Invest in Women, Accelerating Progress. Annually, this is marked by a series of events, activities that are geared towards sensitizing the general public, education, and of course, empowerment of women. These activities this month began, of course, with the blessing of God, with a church service on March 2nd that was held at the Manning Seventh-day Adventist Church. On March 8th, the team of the Department of Gender Affairs gathered their numbers and participated in the Nevis Youth Careers Expo. There they were able to engage with secondary school students and sensitize and educate them about issues relating to gender as well as specific issues relating to women. On March 23rd, that was Saturday, we partnered with TDC to host an introductory mechanic course for women. I had the pleasure of being one of the participants there, and you saw the engagement where women actively were trying to empower themselves to be able to get that technical expertise that is often not present in terms of vehicle maintenance. The numbers that we were able to cater to on Saturday was 14, and the session was so booked that we have to have another session in April. Madam President, a moment, technology. This is why we should stick to pen and paper sometimes. You know? Good old school sometimes is in our favor. I'm trying to be young, Madam President. They tell me I'm the youth representative, so I try to get in there, but I'm clearly finding out right now that I'm closer to the members on my side than anything else. But I will keep progressing, Madam President. Yes, so we had the car clinic with TDC, and yesterday, in collaboration with the Honorable Latoya Jones, she would have held her 4th annual Women's Self-Empowerment Workshop that saw some 40 participants getting to engage in sessions relating to mental health, education, finances, as well as women in leadership. I had the pleasure of facilitating the session on women in leadership, and so I can attest to the fact that the participants were well engaged and appear to take quite a lot of knowledge from that session. On tomorrow, March 27th, we will be executing a Women in Politics discussion at 2 p.m. at the Jessup's Community Center, so I'm inviting any members of the general public who would like to attend that session to please come and join us. Some of the panelists are myself, Honorable Latoya Jones, Honorable Iseline Phillip, Honorable Janice Daniel Hodge, and the moderator for the day is Catherine Seabrooks Wilkinson. So that promises to be quite an engaging conversation where we discuss women in politics. On March 28th, we will have our annual Women's Award, and I'm going to take a moment to identify the individuals who are recipients this year, as they are truly deserving of recognition in every forum that we have available to us. So Heather Perkins will be awarded for her outstanding contribution to the service industry. Patricia Descent in early childhood. Aquila Maloney for law and law enforcement. Alison Atherton, communication and entertainment. And Lynn Manners for small business, as well as Roxanne Brooks for charity and volunteerism. I'm certain that all of us who've interacted with these women can agree that they are well deserving of this award. On March 30th, we moved to our Emergence workshop, and that workshop will target around 30 women, and it will deal with women and work and how to manage your mind in that setting. Madam President, we recognize the value of these types of activities during the month in particular, but our work for women in the community is not limited to just the month of March or these social empowerment type activities. We want to have true policies in place that would empower women and girls all year round. And thus, through the NIA, we have made significant investments in a number of areas that are beneficial to women and girls in particular. So one example of that was the Daycare Voucher Assistance Program that was implemented last year. While that program is accessible to both men and women who are parents, we understand that the context of our society is that quite a number of our homes, an overwhelming number of our homes, are in fact led by single mothers. And so this program is especially beneficial to these women to financially as well as to provide that support in terms of work-life balance. Madam President, last year we would have talked a lot as well about the free mammogram services that we made available to all women in the Federation from June to December 31st. And I'm happy to report that 399 women would have taken advantage of that service. And that is one of those policies that you can see the numbers quite clearly that many women were able to benefit from something like that. So it's not always simply about the celebrations, but we have to put tangible plans and policies in place to actually assist our women. We also provided pap smears through our health centers, and this is addressing a critical healthcare need for women in our society. Our Teen Mother Second Chance program is also up and running with the Department of Social Services, and again, that is a program specifically to address our young mothers, where we offer guidance, resources, and support to navigate the challenges of parenthood, especially at a young age. The Department of Gender Affairs has also begun spearheading a menstrual health management and education program in our schools that targets not only our girls, but our boys as well. Because if you help the opposite sex to understand issues that are affecting women, you in turn help women more as well. So that program is ongoing, and it is being well received in the schools and by the students currently. Looking ahead, the Ministry of Health is currently fine-tuning the rollout of an additional enhanced antenatal policy, and this will provide additional support for pregnant women in the form of care, testing, and ensuring a healthier start for both mother, and newborns. Madam President, I will pivot a bit and move away from the activities related to Women's Month. And at this time, on behalf of the Ministry of Health and the Nevis Island Administration, as well as the Federation at large, I want to be able to say a public thank you to the health professionals from the Lesser Antilles Medical Assistant Team, LAMAT, who would have visited the Federation and provided critical health care services to individuals in St. Kitts and Nevis. We had 14 individuals who were based here on Nevis, and they provided medical assistance in terms of dentistry, audiology, and emergency medicine at the Charlestown and Brownhill Health Center, as well as the Alexandra Hospital. Madam President, I want to reassure the public that all forms of health care that we introduce to the public in Nevis is good for everyone. And as a testimony of that, I of course participated in the program as well, because sometimes you have individuals wondering if it's a mediocre health care or drug or something that you're introducing to them. But this is excellent care, and I had the pleasure of being treated by Dr. Chan yesterday. I got a nice dental cleaning, and so I think the feedback from the other patients who were on site was that it was very professional service, it was excellent. Our local dentists and health professionals on the ground also benefited from that knowledge exchange, sharing of expertise, and I think it was an excellent initiative all around. So thank you to our partners and our local medical professionals on the ground. Recently, the Urology Associates would have conducted their annual prostate screening. It's not all about women. We partner to make sure that our men are taken care of as well. So for the annual prostate screening, this year they saw 608 men register, with 600 actually completing the process of testing. 78 of these individuals were first-timers, so we see that we have a large number of repeat visitors, and that is what we aim to maintain, as well as encouraging more men as they reach that age of 40 to start getting screened, because the best prevention is knowing your status. World Health Day will be celebrated on April 7th this year, and thus in collaboration with TDC, the Ministry of Health, as well as the Taiwan ICDF, TDC will be hosting a health and wellness fair in the Longstone Building parking lot in Charlestown on April 5th. So most of the screenings are free. The screenings are free, in fact. You have mental health assessments, HIV testing, weight, BMI, dental screenings. So please come out. A lack of funds is not an excuse, because they're all free. So come out, know your numbers, know your status, and get the necessary care that you may need. In terms of the SKN Move, Nevis chapter, they are very active subgroup in Nevis, and on Saturday they would have hosted their 6th annual half-island relay. I think the members of the House should form a team next year and participate in that. But this year we saw 3 teams, and we recognize it's not always quantity but quality, and it was a quality set of individuals who participated, and the Defense Force would have come out on top, so we can say that we are certain that our Defense Force is fit and ready to protect us in case we need that level of protection. TDC Group also participated and placed 2nd, and the Ministry of Health participated and placed 3rd. I participated in the Ministry of Health team, just so that I can say, do as I say and do as I do.
That's why you came 3rd?
I finished. We came 3rd, yes. 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 So we participated, we finished. and we are a little bit healthier for it. The Nevis chapter of the SKN Move keeps innovating. They want to get every aspect of society up and active. So on Sunday the 31st, they are hosting the inaugural 5K sprint bike relay starting at 6 a.m. from the TDC parking lot in Bayfront. So there will be 6 teams participating in that. I am not one. I know my limits. I will run. I will not bike. But I'm encouraging everyone to come out, support, and participate when the different activities arise. If I move quickly to the Department of Community Development, we, in recognition and celebration of Culturama 50, we are launching on Wednesday, tomorrow, the Best Kept Village competition. Madam President, everyone, most of us, will tell you our village is the best village. It is the best kept village. So now we're hosting a friendly competition between villages to highlight that community spirit, cleanliness, working together to actually showcase that your village is indeed the best kept in Nevis. This competition isn't about which villages has the wealthiest individuals to build the biggest houses. It's about that community spirit, cleanliness, general tidiness of the community. So tomorrow more details will be given regarding that competition. And I know some individuals has already asked me about prize money. I think the best prize we can offer is that pride. And that is the best prize that we're offering, as well as a signage to your village to showcase that you are the best kept village in Nevis for 2024. Every time anyone steps in, that's what they will see. And you can have that pride daily. Madam President, I will wrap up just about now, but I have one more mention, and this is to say a happy belated birthday to Miss Olga Matilda, also known as Frances Jeffers. On March 15th, she celebrated her 100th birthday, and so she is the newest centenarian in Nevis, and I say a happy, happy birthday to her, and we're looking forward to adding quite a few more centenarians in the coming years as we move towards a more healthy and sustainable Nevis. Madam President, thank you.